What's going on, guys? Welcome again to another edition of Twisted Vapor. So I put a post out on Facebook asking you guys what you want to see next on the channel, and you guys told me. So here it is. This is the new Geek Vape Creed RTA. So without further ado then, guys, let's dive on down, see what we get in its box. Okay then, guys, let's take an up close and personal look then at the brand new Geek Vape Creed RTA. As you can see then on the top of the box, we do get a picture of the Creed RTA there in stainless steel. We do get the Geek Vape logo here in Creed on top of this lovely little holographic symbol. We do get the usual TPD compliancy things at the bottom. At the side then, we do get the colour options there. As you can see, I did go for black, where we also have gunmetal, blue, red, stainless steel, gold and rainbow. So there are your colour options. Along the top of the box then, as you can see, we do have Geek Vape there. Along this side of the box, we do have their usual social media network sites there. We've got them for Instagram and we've got it for Facebook as well as the usual holographic scratch and check there as well along the side. Along the bottom then, we do have Geek Vape yet again. Along the back of the box, we do have the usual content of the box. As you can see, we do get the 3 airflow caps. We also get the 6.5mm bubble glass tube, the 4.5mm spurt glass tube, as well as a 510 drip tip adapter. So, to get in the box, you just slide this sleeve off like so. At the bottom of this box, once you slide the sleeve off, you will get these 2 little holographic stickers here. Now, if these are already cut, guys, then send it straight back, as these are your tamper-proof seals. So if they are already cut, please send it back. So to get inside your box then, we just lift off the lid like so. And as you can see, we are presented then with the lovely Creed RTA, as well as the 2 second airflow caps. Now, one airflow cap is already obviously installed on your tank. So we take out the spare parts box first. We can then lift this out and we can see what comes in the bottom section of our little box. And as you can see, we do get the usual little black envelope, and we also get the Creed RTA user manual. So let's take a look in the little black envelope first. So we lift the little flap up like so. We are then able to take out all the content. So straight away, we are going to get a little warning booklet thing here. Very, very nice, your little purchase information. You're also going to get your little Creed card with a picture of the Creed, and on the back of that will be all the different colour options that are available for the Creed, as well as the social media links at the bottom there. And the final card is a little warning card as well about dry hitting and pre-wicking and things like that. So a little warning card there as well. After that then, you are going to get your little Creed RTA user manual, which you all know the game, guys. It's very, very nicely written, as well as illustrated as well in a load of different languages to boot. So very nice user manual there, very, very nice. And then we have our spare parts box. So inside our spare parts box then, we are going to find the usual little bag of O-rings and seals. We are going to find that little 510 adapter, guys, and we are going to find the 3-ended screwdriver as well. Also in this little bag then, guys, you are going to find a little silicone plug there, so you can do the single coil builds if you wish to do so. Very, very nice. Again, back to the spare parts box. If we just lift up the other side like so, we can then push it out. You are going to find that 4.5mm capacity glass, as was said before, as the 510 drip tip there and an 810 frosted tip as so well. Let's take a look then at the actual RTA itself then. So as you can see, it does sit in there very nice and flush in its little foamy pouch. You will get 2 spare different airflow chambers as well, guys. So this one will make it a bottom only, and this one will make it a little bit more of a restrictive draw, and obviously the full loose draw is already pre-installed into the actual RTA then. So let's take this out of this little foamy pad and we'll take a little look at this then. So at the top then, you are going to get a full 810 goon style drip tip, which is absolutely fantastic because it means we can customize that by putting in our own. Very, very nice. I do like that. So let's put in the original again then. At the top then, we do get this lovely little notches going all the way around, as you can see. Now that makes it easier for your finger and thumb to get a nice little grip hold on that, so where we can then just turn this like so, and then that does unscrew, revealing our lovely big top fill section. So we've got one for air and one for filling, or vice versa. Very, very nice. We do get a little O-ring at the top there, on top of the really, really nice buttery smooth threading on our top cap there. So we can just screw that back into place. Very simple. There we go. Very, very easy. Nice fill, top fill there. Moving a bit further down then, as you can see, we do get that nice 6.5mm bubble tube already pre-installed. Very, very nice. We also get Creed laser etched onto the chimney piece there. Again, very, very nice. On the bottom, we get 1, 2, 3 big airflow ports as well, and they are all nice and adjustable, and they do lock from side to side, which is again very, very, very nice. Along the bottom then, we have Creed laser etched down there as well. We also have designed by Geek Vape, as well as that little protruding 510 pin. Very, very, very nice. So let's do some sizes then. We get the calipers in. We just zero this out. We do the base first then, guys. So the base of this, you are looking at a 25.34mm, and from top to bottom, not including that drip tip because we can change it. So top to bottom, you are looking at 40.25mm. So there's our little measurements done and dusted and out of the way, folks. Let's put the top cap back on and we'll just unscrew the base of the deck there. Now if we look inside that chimney, as you can see, there is the little O-ring at the top. Now that is to seal up with your different airflow choices that you have on your rings. As you can see, if we just take one out here, there is a little slant going all the way around the top there, and that will plug up really nicely with that silicone ring that's inside there with that O-ring. So very nice little idea there. So that's the whole top section there. So this is the actual deck of the Creed, and as you can see, it does come with the maximum airflow they can give you, which is the slots there to give you that full airflow draw. That is the one that comes pre-installed, and we have a nice big O-ring there, as you can see. A little juice filling port down the sides. Now we can take the ring off just by simply giving it a little wiggle like so, and as you can see, I have left my build in there for you guys to see. All we have to do is cotton this up, and we will do that in a little while. So as you can see, we got 2 posts, and they both share the same post, which is quite nice. We've got the airflow going through there at the bottom, which does pop up through these 2 little holes, and just underneath the coil there, keeping the coil nice and cool. We have our little filling slots, one there and one there, and they are quite deep, so you can put quite a fair bit of cotton down there, which is quite nice. Really, really like that. Now the actual post side, guys, if you want to know the actual proper post size on this, is a 4mm, I believe. We just screw it on the tab like so. So if you are lucky enough to own a coily tooling, guys, we want to go to the 4 slots. There we go. And as you can see, if we trim our leads in that 4mm slot, you will end up with this sort of a build where they will fit in there nice and flush. So before we get the cotton in place then, there's one thing I need to do, and one thing that you lot at home need to do, and that is to find which of these airflow collars are going to be the one for you. Because once you have wicked this up and filled it up, and then you later decide that the one that you're using isn't the one for you, well, you're pretty much snookered unless you want to redo your whole tank. Kind of like the revolver in a way like that. So this one we have maximum airflow then. This one will give you the airiest draw available. This one will turn it into basically the old the RBA section, where it is only a bottom airflow only. So this is the most restrictive out of the three, and this one will give you a little bit more of a restrictive vape than this one, but will still be quite airy. So yeah, make your choice before you do it. And the way I've been doing it, as I said before, this is the one that comes already installed onto the actual tank then. So the way I've been doing it is I've just basically did it the same way as I did with the revolver. I basically dry hitted it with nothing in it. Very simple. So we've got the airiest one on there now. And as you can hear, that is a full-on airy draw. So if we take this one out, we can then swap that over for the next one down, which is a little less airy. It does provide a bit more of a restrictive draw. Again, airflow wide open. So yeah, I can still get a nice bit of air coming through on that, but it is a little bit more restrictive. And then if we take the old RBA style, we pop that one on. Make sure we line it all up. There we go. That one is all nice and lined up. Again, same principle again with the maximum airflow available, which is fully open. Let's give this one. So yeah, that's a lot more restrictive. That is strictly bottom airflow only. So that is the most restrictive. So the one I'm going to be using then is the one that does come with it already pre-installed, which is the full airflowed one. And I do really like this as a full airy draw. I have tried all three different caps, and I do prefer this one if I'm doing a dual build. So we'll use that one. So what we'll do then is, before we screw all that into place, is we need some cotton in this, don't we? So we need to put this in there. Take off the cap like so. So as I said, I have left the build in there, guys, just to speed this process on. I don't want this video being 10,000 years too long. So we have put the build already in place. We're going to get some quick wick cotton from Wotofo. And we're going to simply just pop this through here like so. I'm going to tease that plastic cap off, and then we can pull the cotton through. There's one. Same on the other side. Pop that through like that. And job done. All we need to do now then, guys, is just trim these down a little notch. Trim it down there. And trim it down there. Now the way I've done that, guys, is I've lined it up with the end of the actual RTA there, which I find is the perfect length on the cotton. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply give it a little fluff out like this. So then that way then I can get the cotton around and I get it tucked in to them juice filling ports. So there's one side. There's two. Just tidy that up a little more. Like that. So there's one done. Let's do the other side. Give it a little fluffy out. And then we can then just get it from the bottom. Put it in. Making sure it is going into that hole. Like so. Just like that, and you are done. And then what I'll do then, guys, is you're just going to get your little airflow cap. I'm just going to give this a little wiggle over the top of the cotton. Don't ram it down, guys, because you will flatten out your cotton. You don't want to do that. We're just going to tease it over like so, and then we're going to find where it locks into place for a better chance if you have it the right way. Like so, and there we go, it just locks into place like that, a little bit of cotton there, and we're done, as you can see, and that's what it'll look like all done. So we're going to take the top cap back off again, just to give this a little bit of cotton. Now that we know it fits on there quite nicely, we can then just do this. Give it a nice juice. Now you already know the juice I'm going to be using today, guys. It's my usual watermelon and cherry by Sussex Vapor. Extremely nice juice. Probably one of my all-day favourite vapes by far. There you go, watermelon and cherry. Give this a quick little test fire. Yeah, she's ready, guys. I'm going to get our little cap again. I'm just going to wiggle that back over so it's back into place. Make sure it's all lined up. Like so. And there you go, she's done, ready to go. So what we're going to do then is I'm just going to put the tank back together like so. Take it off the tab. We're going to make sure that's nice and tight. We're going to close the airflow. We're then going to open the top cap up, and then we're going to fill this up with juice. Like so. Now once we fill it with juice, we're going to put our top cap back in place, make sure that's nice and tight. Open up our airflow, and there you go, she's done. So let's go back up top then and give this thing a vape. Okay then guys, so that was an up close and personal look then at the brand new GeekVape Creed RTA. So as you see in the up close and personal then, we are using some Sussex Vapors watermelon and cherry. Extremely nice juice this, guys. I will post links down below of where you can pick this up for yourself as always. So we've got it sat on a mod then. We are using the Triad DNA 250C from Lost Vape. We've got this sat at 55 watts. We have got the custom drip tip on there, very nice. We have the airflow wide open as always. 55 watts then, guys. Let's give this thing a vape, and at the end I'll tell you our pros, our cons, and where we can get this for yourself. So let's go with vape. Very nice. Extremely nice, guys. So what do I think of it then? That airflow I have on there, the full airflow, very nice. It does accommodate them two lovely fused claptons I have in there very nicely. It is giving me that full on airflow draw. It is giving me a nice flavour, and it is giving me ample amount of vape. Really nice. The other chambers, however, we'll talk about them as well very quickly, because they are very nice. They do provide different draws, so if you do want that really restrictive draw, but you want all that flavour and you're not really fussed with the cloud, but then you do want the one that turns it into an RBA, because that will give you that option. It will give you that full-on flavour, but not a great deal amount of cloud. If you are looking for sort of a middle ground child, well then I'd go for the one with the holes in it, because that will give you ample amounts of flavour and ample amounts of cloud. I personally prefer the one that gives me the most cloud production, as this really does rock a nice good set of clapping coils, and it really does need a hell of a lot of air to keep them nice and cool. So I do prefer that one out of all three. So I do like that. I really do like that. So let's move on to our pros and our cons then, shall we, while we're on the subject of talking how good we like things. So the first pro then, as you can already see, is that drip tip. The fact that we do get that removable A10 drip tip and we can put in our own tips is a massive pro to me, as you guys at home already know. So that is a big pro. The next pro is that top fill. I really do like that top fill. It's very simple, very easy to do. Unscrew, you know what I mean? Unscrew it off, fill it up, screw it back on, done. You do get them 2 nice big juice filling ports as well, which just makes it like a little bit sweeter. Next massive pro is the fact that we do come with pre-installed already on the tank a massive 6.5mm bubble glass tube. That is absolutely awesome. I really like that. It saves all the hassle of me having to break the tank down just to do that. So I like that. So that's another big pro. The next pro I have on it is the actual looks of the actual RTA. It really does look stunning. I love the black variant, although there are plenty of colour variants there for you to choose from, so you're not limited there to colours. It's going to be a pro, guys. I love it. It really does look sexy as hell. I really do like it. I also like them 3 massive big airflow holes at the bottom of our little tank here. It does give you a hell of a lot of airflow, considering that you do get that side airflow as well with the little airflow chambers. You are getting ample amounts of airflow, guys. Trust me, it's an airflow machine. Trust me, you are getting a lot of it. So I do like that though. I really do like that, especially if you are putting in them chunky coils. Like I said, you are going to need a lot of airflow. So giving you that option, I really like that. Nice, big pro. The next pro I have for it is the packaging and what you get in your box. You do get quite a fair bit. You're getting that 4.5mm capacity spare tube. Brilliant. You're getting 3 drip tips. Brilliant. You're getting a really nice big 6.5mm bubble glass already installed on your tank. Fantastic. You're also getting all them extra spare goodies with your O-rings and things like that, including your 3-ended screwdriver. So again, another great little pro there. And the way it's all packaged up in this nice tiny little box is just brilliant. I like it. So yeah, fantastic. A lot of pros. Let's move on to cons then. So the only real 2 big cons I've got with this is the fact that it does have to share it is a sharing posts basically, so it is only 2 posts and you have to share both coils in the same posts. I have little problems with that, mainly because I don't like putting 2 sets of coils on top of each other or side by side just to fit into a post hole. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather them be on their own individual post hole. That way it's a little bit more safer, if you ask me. I kind of like that more. So that's a little bit of a con in my book, but it's not a massive con. It still functions the way it should. It doesn't change the way it's supposed to work. So it's just a subjective con on my part. You might not find that as a con. I do. So that's a little con from my end. Another big con though, which you will find yourself, is them 3 airflow caps. We kind of had the same problem, didn't we guys, with the Vape Revolver, where we had to pick our airflow before we actually did anything with it. At first it sounds like a great idea, it's just customising your airflow options, but then later you find that it's more of a ball ache. Because as I said before, what if you're not happy with that airflow and you've already got half a tank? Well, if you've got a 6.5mm tank and all of a sudden you're not happy with it, that's a lot of e-liquid that you're going to have to try and scoop back out of your tank, well, basically getting rid of it. So it can be a bit of a ball ache. You know, so make sure you do dry test all them airflows before you decide on one that you are going to use, before you fill it up and things. Because as I said, it's more of a novelty. It sounds a great idea, but it is just a novelty. Once you get past the initial, oh, I can change my airflow rings, you end up settling for one, and then that's the one that you end up keeping in there. And then the other 2 end up just sitting in the box like these 2 do. So again, it is a bit of a novelty, but it's just like the Revolver in that sense. They are good, don't get me wrong, in their own right. They do their own job, they do help with different airflow options, and it does give you that choice of changing your airflow, which I do like, and I did say before it was a pro. But in the same breath, they can also be a con when you happen to change it. So it can be a bit fiddly. So they're the 2 real cons really, guys, that I have got with this Creed RTA. Other than that, guys, I absolutely love it. I love the way it vapes, I love the way it looks, especially on my Triad. Really nice. This has been my go-to tank for quite a while. I'm sure you've already seen this several times now my Facebook Live videos as well as different videos I do throughout the channel, so you've probably already seen this setup so many times already. So yeah, this is my main go-to setup, and I really do love it, and I love using it on a daily basis, and it is a really nice tank. I've never had any leaking problems, I've never had any wicking problems, I've never had any problems with it whatsoever. So it is a really nice RTA, and the pros always outweigh the cons as always. So I'm going to take one more vape then, guys, and then at the end I'm going to move on to where you can get this right now and all the colour options available as well. So let's go to vape. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely love using it. So you can head over to www.esig1.co.uk. They have got them all in stock, and you can pick that up today. So I will leave links down in the description below where you can go and pick up this lovely RTA as well as all the other different colours that are available. I think that about wraps it up for this one, guys. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. So until the next one, guys, I'll see you again.